Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 Honda CR-V 2.4. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. I did fit an aftermarket accessory to the CR-V right here, which is actually a module that controls the side mirrors folding in and folding out. So upon locking, the side mirrors automatically fold in, and upon unlocking, the side mirrors automatically fold out again. Very convenient for tight parking spaces and the like. All facelifted 4th generation Honda CR-Vs in Malaysia now come with Honda's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. Press this black button to lock the car. 3 beeps indicate that the car is locked. And to unlock, just tap the area behind the door handle. 1 beep indicates that the car is unlocked. With that keyless entry comes keyless start. And to start the CR-V, just make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the red start stop engine button to the left of the steering wheel. The 4th generation CR-V features an electric rack and pinion power steering system. For all variants of the CR-V in Malaysia, a leather-wrapped steering wheel with sport grips at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions is standard. I did get the stock horn changed to the Hella twin-tone horn at a local accessory shop. The only transmission available for both the CR-V 2.0 and the CR-V 2.4 in Malaysia is a 5-speed automatic. The difference in between the transmissions offered for the two engines is, while the 2.0 gets low gear selection for its transmission, the 2.4 gets sport mode as well as manual shifting via the pedal shifters mounted behind the top 2 steering wheel spokes. The left pedal downshifts while the right pedal upshifts. Shifting into reverse activates the standard rear parking sensors and a reverse camera that shows up on the 7-inch infotainment display. The reverse camera does have guidance lines to help one park and 3 different views: the standard view, the bird's eye view, and the top-down view. The parking brake is located to the left of the driver's side footwell. It is currently engaged, and to disengage it, push the pedal once. To engage it, simply push the pedal back down. Safety features of the CR-V 2.4 includes 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, vehicle stability assist, emergency stop signal, hill start assist, Honda's lane watch system, an alarm system with immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. As usual, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. For the facelift, the CR-V 2.4 gets a brand new, machine-finished 18-inch 5-spoke alloy rim design. The rims on this CR-V are wrapped in the standard Dunlop SP Sport Max 050 225/60 R18 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs and solid discs, front and rear respectively. For the suspension, the front gets McPherson struts, while the rear gets double wishbones. The CR-V is one of Honda's most successful products. A lot of these compact crossover SUVs have found homes since its introduction in 1995. While not the first of its kind to hit the market, Toyota's RAV4 holds that title as it was introduced a year before. The CR-V still remains a viable choice for those who want a spacious family car. Since 1995, 4 generations of the CR-V have been produced so far, and the current generation, otherwise known with the RM1, RM3 and RM4 codenames, was launched in 2011. A facelift was introduced in 2014 for the 2015 model year. The facelift altered the front and rear design a little, updated the engines and transmission choices for certain markets, and refreshed the interior. In some markets, the facelifted CR-V's 2.4 engine has been swapped to a newer 2.4 Earth Dreams engine. However, for Malaysia, we still get the K24Z 2.4-litre dual overhead cams, 16 valves, naturally aspirated inline-4 engine with i-VTEC as found in the pre-facelift. Performance numbers for this engine are 187 horsepower at 7000 RPM, 222 Nm of torque at 4400 RPM, 0 to 100 in 10.6 seconds, and a 190 km/h top speed. The fuel tank carries 58 litres of petrol, and the combined fuel consumption for the CR-V 2.4 is approximately 11.8 km per litre. The 2.4 variant of the CR-V in Malaysia does come standard with Honda's real-time 4-wheel drive system. The 4th generation CR-V made its local debut in March 2013 with only the 2.0 4-wheel drive variant available at launch. In July 2013, for the first time for the local CR-V lineup, the 2.4 engine was made available and it comes standard with 4-wheel drive. The facelifted CR-V was introduced in Malaysia in January 2015 with 3 variants going on sale. The 2.0 4-wheel drive and the 2.4 4-wheel drive carries on as per the pre-facelift, with a new 2.0 2-wheel drive variant serving as the base model. Exterior features of the CR-V 2.4 includes automatic auto-leveling xenon projector headlights, automatic wipers, LED daytime running lights, headlight washer system, front and rear fog lights, rear parking sensors, indicators on the side mirrors, chrome door handles, and body-colored side mirrors. I did purchase original Honda door visors and got it fitted to this CR-V. You do have your speaker down there, together with a bottle holder and a bit of storage. You do have a smaller storage area right up here. And right here, you do have your mirror controls, window lock, central locking, and your window controls. Only the driver's side window in this car is fully automatic in both directions. Right here you do have your Econ button, which basically allows you to save fuel while driving if you activate this Econ mode. And down below, this button allows you to turn off the vehicle's stability assist function. This button turns off the interior sensors for the alarm system. This button activates the headlight washer system, and this button turns off the parking sensors. You do have a bit of storage down below. And just down here, pull this lever to release your fuel flap. The driver's seat in this CR-V 2.4 does get full powered adjustments, with all of your controls located down here. This knob controls your seat back, this knob controls your seat height, seat position and seat inclination, and these two buttons right here control your two-way power lumbar support. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. All 2015 CRVs in Malaysia, regardless of variant, does come standard with a dual-zone automatic climate control system with all of your controls located down here. It is quite simple to use. You do have your fan speed, different modes, air conditioning, recirculation, front and rear defrost. Sync means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides, but if you turn it off, each side will have their individual temperature control. And speaking of temperature controls, you do have your driver's side temperature with your on-off button, and your passenger side temperature with your automatic mode. The CRV 2.4 comes with the display audio head unit, which features a 7-inch color touch screen display, various media connectivity options, navigation, and 6 speakers for the sound system. I must say, for stock sound system, the speakers in the CRV do sound quite decent. We are currently in your main Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You do have the album, title, artist, and your Bluetooth device name. You also do have your volume level right above. And right here you do have your track buttons where you can go back a song, go forward a song. If you do have your different folders, you can select it via these buttons right here. And you do have your play pause buttons to the far left. If you hit this button right above, you can bring up your different media options. You do have FM, AM, CD, USB, iPod connectivity, Bluetooth audio streaming, HDMI, and all that. Hit the menu button to go to your audio menu where you can search for music, change your source, bring up your sound system settings with your bass treble, balance and fader, your speed volume compensation, and if you want to restore the sound system settings back to default, just hit the default button on the bottom left. Hit the home button to go back to the home menu, and you can go to your navigation menu right here. Right here you do have your maps, and if you just touch the maps just like that, you can enter your interactive map and go to that particular point in the map that you want to go to. Hit this button. Hit this button to bring up your map menu with your voice, map guidance, cancel the route, directions, search for nearby points of interest. Hit this button to zoom in and out of the map. And hit this button to bring up your different map views. You can also have the map full screen, have your map with your next turnoffs, or have the map with the guidance. You can select it via the buttons down below. If you hit the menu button, it brings up your navigation menu where you can enter an address, look at your address book, look at the place name, search for the place via the phone number, place category, previous destinations, and set a home address so you can hit the go home one every time you want to go home. Hit more search methods to go to your intersections, coordinates, map input, and you can enter a second home address, so if you want to go to your second home, just hit go home to. Right above, you also do have your route options with your voice, change route preference, destination list, cancel the route, and all that. Hit the phone button to go to your Bluetooth telephone menu with your speed dials, call history. Again, speed dial, you can redial a number right here, call history again, phone book, and dial a number. your vehicle information with your current drive information with your instant fuel consumption, average fuel consumption and range, history of trip A with your current drive information and all that. If you are in your trip B, within your multi-information display, this display will actually display trip B instead. You can delete the history just by hitting the delete history button down below. Hit the menu button to bring up your info menu with your trip computer, system device information, and your clock wallpaper. Audio basically goes back to your audio menu, and settings, we do have your system settings with your navigation, info, camera, phone, audio, and Bluetooth. Under Bluetooth, you can turn on or off the Bluetooth system, Bluetooth device list, and edit your pairing code. Your audio settings brings up your sound and various other audio settings, phone settings, system settings, with your home settings, display settings, sound, beep settings, clock settings, and other settings. Camera settings, info settings, and your navigation settings. And that's about it. Right above you do have your power button, home button, volume buttons, menu button, back button. If you hit this button right here, you can have the display full brightness, dim the display, or turn off the display. Hit this button to bring up your CD player. It is located right in there. It is WMA MP3 compatible. And that's about it for the system. Right above you do have your Honda's IMID display, which you control using this and this button on the steering wheel. Hit this button to go through your different IMID displays. Right here you do have your driving data with your average fuel consumption and range, turning the display off, displaying the time and date, displaying your media information, and back to your driving data information. If you hit the menu button, it brings up your vehicle menu where you can customize your settings with your display settings, trip computer settings, keyless access settings, light settings, door settings, and resetting the system back to default. Under door settings, you do have your, obviously, your various door settings. Under your light settings, you do have your headlight auto off timer, light dimming time. Under your keyless settings, again, obviously your keyless settings, and all that. Hit the menu button to exit the menu. And while you are in the menu, you use the up, down, left, right buttons to navigate through the menus. Central locking. And as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. On the steering wheel, the right spoke houses your cruise control, and the left spoke houses your audio controls with your volume, your seat track buttons, and your different mode selection button. As shown earlier, these two buttons control the display right above. Down below, you do have your on-hook off-hook buttons for the Bluetooth telephone system, as well as your voice control button. On the left stall, you do have your wiper controls, and on the right stall, you do have your light and indicator controls. To activate Honda's lane watch system, just flick the indicator to the left, and the lane watch system activates. Alternatively, you can also press a button at the end of the light and indicator stalk. You do have a multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Hit this button to go through it. Right now you do have your mileage and trip A, range, average fuel consumption and trip B, and back to your mileage and trip A. Within that display, right above, you do have your instant fuel consumption, and down below, you do have your outside temperature. Your gear position is located to the left of the speedometer. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right down here. You do have 3 cup holders right here, storage areas, as well as a power outlet. Adjustable center armrest, with storage down below, as well as another power outlet, a couple of USB ports, and a HDMI port. Auto dimming, rear view mirror, and you do have your interior lights right above. Sunglass holder, and the driver's side does get a vanity mirror. The driver also does get a grip handle. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. You do have your speaker down there together with a bottle holder and your window control right here. There are actually a couple of ways to fold down the rear seats in the 4th generation CR-V. The first way is via levers on either sides of the boot, which you pull, and then the seat base automatically flips forward, the headrest flips down, and then the seat back folds down by itself, as shown. The second way is via pulling the strap on the seat base on either sides of the car. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat, but I won't actually need to do that since you do get quite a nice amount of legroom. And speaking of legroom, I do get about slightly more than this. As for headroom, I get about this much. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs, rear aircon vents, rear center armrest with cup holders, and you do get grip handles on the ceiling with a hook for the right side at the back. You do get your rear interior lights right above. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right beneath this portion right here. The boot in the 4th generation CR-V measures 589 liters with the rear seats in place. Fold the rear seats away and remove the cargo cover and the boot space increases to 1,648 liters. There are hooks on both sides of the boot to hang items on, and to the left, there is a storage pocket as well. Underneath the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tire, toolkit, jack, and warning triangle. There is a cargo cover to keep items in the boot secure. The rear doors open quite wide and an almost 90-degree angle, which does aid entry and exit into the rear seats. You do get adjustable headrests front and rear. You do get your window control right there, with some storage down below, more storage on the bottom tier, with a bottle holder and your speaker. The front passenger seat does get full manual adjustments. This lever controls your seat back, and this bar down here controls your seat position. Nicely sized glove box. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 Honda CR-V 2.4. Thanks for watching and goodbye.